Hey, all you nature nuts out there. Welcome to the Explorer Report. This is the report that hopefully motivates you and hypes you and gets you so excited for your weekend that you just have to go outside. And we're going to cover things like hiking, snowshoeing, cross country skiing, fat biking, mountain biking. We're going to cover the snow report. We're going to give you the weather. We're going to give you all these wonderful things just to hype you for your weekend. And eventually, hopefully, we can get the ice report out there for you ice climbers out there. So let's run the intro and get right into it, shall we? All right. So we're gonna start with the weather report, and we're gonna start in the westernmost part of Massachusetts, work our way east, and then we'll even hit New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Do a few of that. So for as far as Berkshire County, Mass, the weather report for the rest of the week looks fan freaking tastic. So Thursday, it's looking cool for Thursday. High of 29, low of 16. Friday, high of 29 again, low of 11. Saturday, high of 28, low of 13. Sunday, high of 26, low of 13. I'm going to skip Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because this is your motivation report for your weekend. So that weather looks fantastic. It supposedly doesn't even hit 30. So if you're looking to go hiking, if you're looking to do some snowshoeing, there's a little bit of snow over there. If you're looking to do some fat biking or mountain biking, those are good conditions. You're not going to ruin the trails. It's going to be nice and cold. The ground will be nice and firm. And for some of the areas, there's a little bit of a snowpack. We'll go over that in a little bit. So as far as hiking, snowshoeing, a little bit of cross country skiing, some fat biking, mountain biking, Berkshire County this weekend is where you want to be. Next up, a little bit farther east, going to Northampton. So Thursday, we got high of 40, low of 21. So Northampton is the Connecticut River Valley area. Remember that. So Thursday, high of 40. Friday, high of 41. Saturday, 36. Sunday, 38. So what this tells me is probably not going to be the best for fat biking or mountain biking. You're going to ruin the trails. You don't want to rut them out, and you will see a lot of public forums be very pissed at you. But if you want to go like super early, like before sunrise or something, it'll probably be nice and firmed up because at the lows, look at the lows. Thursday, 21, Friday, 20, Saturday, 20, Sunday, 18. So it's going to firm up over the night. And as far as the Connecticut River Valley area, we don't have that much snow, so not much fat biking, but you can totally ride your fat bike. And then mountain biking, but even, road bikes, there's not going to probably be not that much, there's not going to be much moisture on the pavement. So you don't have to worry about black ice so much. So Connecticut River Valley is probably where you want to be for early biking. You don't want to be on the trails too late in the morning or in the day because you're just gonna, like I said, rut out the trails and all the public forum. Everybody's gonna be pissed at you. So please don't do that. We're trying to respect others as we recreate. Next up is Worcester, going central, right? So high of 40 on Thursday, high of 41 on Friday, high of 34 on Saturday, and high of 35 on Sunday. All looking beautiful, looking sunny or partly cloudy. So again, these are kind of like on the verge of weather that you don't want to be out during the day, late morning to late afternoon mountain biking or fat biking, you're going to ruin the trails. No one's going to be happy with you again. But if you want to do some hiking, snowshoeing, cross country skiing, perfect. Like, it's going to be perfect weather for you. You're going to get all the best photos. All right, next up, furthest east we get, Boston area. So, Boston, all these temperatures are pretty consistent in terms of from the Connecticut River Valley all the way to Boston. Berkshires are a little bit different. They're always a little bit different. But in terms of, Connecticut River Valley, Central Mass, Worcester area, and the Boston area, the weather report's fairly the same. So Thursday, again, high of 40. Friday, 38. Saturday, high of 34. Sunday, high of 35. The lows are in the 20s. It's all good there. So again, this is another good time. Get on your bike bright and early. Hopefully before the sun gets up if you're looking to bike, or trail ride, just so that you're not rutting out the trails. I know I keep harping on it, but it's something that not even the hikers like walking on rutted out trails. It's not fun. And so we're, as part of the L&D principles, we're trying to respect others as we do our thing. So please do not be that guy or girl. But this is another good time to be out hiking, snowshoeing. Probably not going to find that much snow up over that area. We'll get into that a little bit too. But, it's going to be beautiful weather for hiking and some road cycling too. There's definitely a lot of good road cycling over there too. And you're not going to have to worry. You shouldn't have to worry too much about the black ice. Maybe early in the morning when you have some of that water runoff, but it's pretty dry. We're not getting any precipitation, and it's good. And as far as right now, doesn't look like any precipitation in the near forecast. So, aren't we all freaking happy about that? All right, so that does it for Massachusetts weather. I want to hit up the Green Mountains right now. So, in case you're taking COVID protocols seriously, and we all are, right? But in case you're looking to travel and you're doing the proper protocols to travel, I want to hit you up with the Green Mountain weather forecast. So, Green Mountains, for anytime you go past Brattleboro North, weather changes pretty fast, and it's amazing how it only takes 2.5 hours to get to some really different weather, right? So the Green Mountain weather report for Thursday is a high of 17, for Friday, high of 15, for Saturday, high of 15, and Sunday, high of 16. So pretty freaking cold up there. And for the lows, single digits all those days. Single digit lows for those days. So if you're looking to hike, it's going to be beautiful because, again, partly sunny, partly cloudy days, right? I love taking photos with the clouds in it. Get some nice puffy clouds. But then you have snowshoeing. They definitely got snow up there. We'll be going over the snow report in a second. They definitely got some great cross-country skiing. They got some great skiing, great snowboarding, great fat biking. Mountain biking, probably not going to be your jam right now because it's all snow, but take your fat bike, do that stuff. You got this. And road cycling, probably not your favorite right now. But they do have ice climbing. So if you're looking to get into a new sport, or if you're an ice climber yourself, they got ice up there. All right, now we're going to hit up the White Mountains in New Hampshire. We'll give you the lowdown on their weather. In case you, again, are doing proper protocols. They don't have the most strict protocols, but if you're traveling to New Hampshire, they still got some, and you should. The White Mountains are beautiful. So Thursday, right, White Mountains have a different vortex, right? They have some of the most extreme weather on the planet, if you know anything about the White Mountains. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's always a little bit different. It's its own thing. So this is why we single them out. So Thursday, high of 21. Friday, high of 21. Saturday, high of 21. Sunday, high of 19. very low digits at night. Thursday is a low of 11. Friday, a low of 9. Saturday, a low of 6. Sunday, a low of 5. So it looks like for Thursday, there might be some snow precipitation, but it's only a 10% chance. Not going to count on it. But Friday, partly sunny, partly cloudy, however you look at it. Same with Saturday and Sunday. So again, these are going to be great times for you to get out hiking, maybe Franconia Notch, get out snowshoeing, maybe some flatter areas around Lake Winnipesaukee or something. Get out skiing, snowboarding. You got Bretton Woods up there. You got a bunch of fantastic mountains up there. And then ice climbing, Mount Washington's pretty fantastic. Tuckerman's Ravine, you got right there with some fantastic ice. We'll go over that in a little bit and all that jazz. So, White Mountains, if you're looking to get after it this weekend, that's a good spot to go. So next we're going to head to the coast. We're going to see what's up in Portland, Maine, right? Not too far from Boston, but still a little bit different. The weather's not too far off, but, yeah, we'll just go with that, So, Portland, Maine, Thursday, high 39. Friday, bright and sunny, high 37. Saturday, high 32. Sunday, high 33. The night temps for Thursday is 25, Friday 20, Saturday 21, Sunday 19. So again, if you're looking to fat bike, probably a good time. The trails are going to be nice and firmed up. Hiking, snowshoeing, all good in this area. Even farther north, even better, right? So of all the weather reports that I told you right now, it looks like the Green Mountains are going to be the coldest this weekend. So if you're doing overnight anything, just keep that in mind where you might want to be prepping a little more in the Green Mountains. Hey, let's go over the powder report now, shall we? So if you're into skiing and snowboarding, this is where you want to be. Hey, even snowshoeing, you want to know what's up in these areas to get some rad snowshoeing and cross-country skiing, all these things. So we're going to start in Massachusetts, hit up Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and New York. And these are, get the full gambit here. So obviously there's not that much in Mass, and we're not going to go over every single area, but we'll cover most of everything, and we'll post a link in the video description so you can go and check out each one of these yourself. If there's anything we missed and you want to see more, feel free, check those out. So first up, Berkshire East, not one of the furthest west, but it's over there. It's up in the Charlemont area. So in the past 4 days, they've gotten 2 inches of snow. The base of the snow, they have a 8 to 24 inch base depth. That is a wide margin. Their open terrain has 12 of 34 trails open, 4 of 5 lifts open, 75 of 162 acres open. So almost looks like, they're about 50% capacity, maybe, just about, a little under. So hopefully they can get some more snow and all that jazz, Let's go over to Jiminy Peak. In the past 4 days, Jiminy Peak has had 4 inches of snow. The machine has determined that there is 12 to 36 inch of snow as a base depth. Again, a pretty wide margin, but it depends on obviously where the groomer is, right? And Jiminy Peak is groomed, and Berkshire East doesn't look like they groom, right? So it's 2 different ways of measuring. And then we're going to go to one of the most popular ones, Wachusett. So in the past 7 days, Wachusett has had 4 inches of snow. They make their own snow. And so if you can think about the weather report, they're going to be blasting their guns every night, I bet. The snow surface So their groomers actually, like most groomers, they can measure the depth of the snow base in a more accurate manner sometimes than you can some places that don't groom. It's a little more manual, but Wachusett has a 29 to 39 inch base depth for their snow. That's fantastic. Obviously, this says yes, they groom and they make their own snow. So, like I said, if you check out the weather, they're going to be blasting their own snow. So they got 18 of 27 trails open. They're over 50% capacity wide open. 5 of 8 lifts open, and 47 of the 112 acres are open. So they got plenty of more expansion that they can do there. Next up is Vermont snow report. So as you can see, Vermont has, and as you could imagine, a lot of areas to go and have fun skiing and snowboarding at. We're going to cover just a few. We'll start off way at the top at J Peak. I want to cover northern Vermont, central Vermont, southern Vermont, just so you can get a good idea. And like I said, these links are in the description. If you have a specific mountain you want to check out, it's probably on this list. So go check it out. So J Peak, killing it with 16 inches in the past 7 days of snow. They have their own snowmaking. So if you remember, the Vermont weather report was the coldest of the weather reports we announced or put out there. And so they're going to be blasting their snow. So expect that 16 inches to get bigger. They have their own grooming. So they got 12 to 36 inch base depth of snow. And again, they're making their own snow and they're grooming it. Pretty awesome. They got 22 of 81 trails open and 6 of 9 lifts are open. So they're operating for, as far as their trails, they're not quite at 50%, but they got a majority of their lifts open. And if you know anything about J Peak, that's all you need. 22 trails is pretty freaking sweet. Going down to central Vermont, we got Killington, one of the most popular out there. In the past 4 days, they've gotten 8 inches of snow. They do make their own snow, so again, they'll be blasting their guns at night. Their base depth is 24 to 24 inches. That's pretty wide margin, not. And they are grooming, and then so as far as open terrain, excuse me, sorry about that. We got 94 of 155 trails are open, 13 of 22 lifts are open, and 382 of 1,515 acres are open. That's a huge area, right? So if you think about it, they are definitely over 50% open as far as their trails, right? Over 50% game on, and over 50% of their lifts are open. They still got a long way to go before they hit their max acreage, but Killington, killing it. Always a good spot. Then we're going to head down to Mount Snow and Okemo. As far as southernmost areas, it doesn't get, you don't get much farther, but Okemo is pretty close to Killington. Mount Snow is a little more farther south, so we're going to go over both of them. We'll start with Okemo. Okemo has that sweet little mountain coaster and everything. So in the past 72 hours, they've had 3 inches of, normal snow, natural snowfall, but they do make their own snow. So again, like all these other places, they're going to be blowing off their guns at night. They also have a 24 to 24 inch base depth of snow, just like Killington, a miraculous margin. They do groom and they make their own snow, like you said. So 65 of 121 trails are open, definitely over 50%. 13 of 20 lifts are open, again over 50%. And 353 of 667 acres are open. So the entire mountain is over 50% open. Pretty cool for Okemo. Let's go to Mount Snow. Mount Snow, one of the, X Games, woot woot. Past 3 days, they've only gotten 2 inches of snow. And I don't think they They don't make their own snow, I don't think. No. So it looks like they have an 18 to 18-inch base depth for snow base. So they probably not. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm trying to say there. Open terrain, 42 of 87 trails are open. Almost. 8 of 20 lifts are open. So they're operating a little below 50% capacity, but no, snow is popular nonetheless, and they are always a good place to be heading to visit. Hey, before we head any farther east, we got to hit up New York. So, just like Vermont, New York has a ton of ski areas, and we're only going to hit up a few. So, again, check the video description, hit the link, look up your mountain, check her out. Each of these areas, each of these reports have their own COVID protocols too, right? So if a mountain has a specific protocol, whether they require mask, social distancing, sanitizing stations, pass protection, whether you need a reservation, it's listed here for each of these mountains too on all of these reports. So you'll get that. So let's talk about. We're going to talk about Gore Mountain first. So past 48 hours, they've had 1 inch of snow. In the past 5 days, they've had 9, and they do make their own snow. The snow surface is packed powder. Unlike the Vermont report and Massachusetts report, everything is machine groomed, right? So Gore Mountain has packed powder. It's a little bit different. They do groom, and they make their own snow. And there's a 6 to 12 inch snow base there, and that's all you need. You only need a few inches to get down and get down. So open terrain, we got 34 of 110 trails are open for Gore Mountain. We got 7 of 14 lifts are open, and 186 of 439 acres are open. So they're operating kind of well under their 50% capacity, but 50% of their lifts are operating, so that's pretty nice. And you don't need that much to get out and have a great time. Gore Mountain's a good one. It's one of my favorites. So with the weather out there, you're going to have a good time for the weekend. Next up, I want to check out Kissing Bridge, New York, right? Kissing Bridge area. Their snowfall is, they haven't had anything in the last few days, but, they've got 1 inch, 2 inches, not too much. But their snow surface is frozen granular, much to be expected as far as a northeast kind of resort. 2 to 16 inch base depth, and they do groom. So at least the frozen granular stuff is groomed, right? And 16 inch base, even in 2 inches, it's all good. It's all good. You can still get your swerve on. Open terrain, they got 6 of 40 trails open and 2 of 10 lifts open. So if you're looking to get away to a smaller area, Kissing Bridge is where you want to be. I want to hit up the one with the most, and it's, you know which one it is? You know which one it is? It was this one. 44. Where'd it go? Sorry, guys. Dang. Dang, where'd it go? Alright, well, we'll just go to this. Song Mountain. So Song Mountain's like, I think it's the second most that it had for a snow base. So Song Mountain, New York, right? We got snowfall for the past 6 days. They've gotten 6 inches, an inch a day. But if you look at the other ones, if you look at the 72-hour and a 7-day, it's a little bit different. But the snow surface is machine groomed, so they're grooming it, machiney. 10 to 41 inch base depth. That's a wide margin, but if it's anywhere near 41, that's a massive snowpack. So that's going to be fun. Fun. Open terrain, 4 of 24 24 trails open, 2 of 5 lifts open. So again, another mountain that's on the smaller side, but they got a killer snow base. So might be something you want to check out anyway. All right, everyone's favorite state for skiing. One of favorite states, of course. I don't want to take anything away from others, but New Hampshire, right? So again, just like New York and Vermont, they got a ton of areas. Only going to cover a few. Click on the link, find yours, and all that jazz. So Bretton Woods, we're going to start with Bretton Woods. I freaking love Bretton Woods. They have a suit, as a kid, just one of my favorites. Always throughout my whole life, just loved hanging out there. They always seem to do it right. Always good. If you have a chance to get there, I highly recommend it. It's a little farther north than most people like to go, but always amazing to go and ski or snowboard. So their snowfall, the past 4 days, they've gotten 6 to 7 inches. Their snow surface is machine groomed, and they got 18 to 36 inch snow base. So they're killing it with snow over there. They got 20 of 63 trails open, 5 of 10 lifts are open, and 138 of 467 acres are open. So operating a little under 50% for as far as trails and acreage, right? But the lifts are at 50, and either way, you can, if you hit one of those trails up at the top, sometimes it can take you forever to get down. That's what I like. Next, I want to hit up Cannon. Oh, it was right below. Whoops. Cannon. So the past 24 hours, it's only had 1 inch of snow. The past 48, also 1 inch. But 6 days, they've gotten 10 to 12 inches of snow in 6 days. Snow making? Yes, they're making snow. It's machine groomed for the surface. And a 9 to 26 inch base depth. So a little wide margin there, but they're making their own snow, so it's a little bit different in different areas. Open terrain. 42 of 97 trails are open for Cannon Mountain. 5 of 11 lifts are open, and 105 of 285 acres are open. So they are less than 50%. But if you've known anything about kind of our winter so far, it hasn't been much of producing snow. So it's not kind of surprising to see everything is kind of not really at 50% capacity. That's a super bummer. But all of these areas are amazing places, and they do have something to offer you. Next up is our favorite. Where is it? Wildcat. No, yeah. Ragged. Wildcat. Everyone loves Wildcat. Ragged. Everyone loves Ragged too, but actually I really meant Sunapee. Mount Sunapee, New Hampshire, a place close to my heart. So they have really great skiing and snowboarding there. So their snowfall in the past 4 days, they've had 4 inches, and they're making their own snow. So maybe that 4 inches is from the guns, maybe not. Either way, they're getting the snow. The snow surface is machine groomed, and it has an 18-inch snow depth, base depth. 18 of 18, it says it right there, right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. And they're making their own snow. So they can kind of control it a little bit better. And also, they're open terrain. 27 of 66 trails are open. 6 of 10 lifts are open. And 111 of 233 acres are open. So seems like they're doing a little bit better than some others, but they're still less than 50% operational as far as trails and acreage. But they're doing it. They're certainly doing it. Last but not least, we gotta hit up Maine. So do their snow report, let you know what's going on with the skiing and the snowboarding over there. So we're going to start with Camden Snowball. Again, like the others, like I keep saying, it's more than we're going to cover. Click the link, check it out, all right? And if you haven't liked and subscribed already, we would really appreciate that. We know you love us, so let's make this thing grow. That'd be pretty sweet. So Camden Snow Bowl, Maine. This place is awesome. If you know anything about this area, they have a national toboggan race, and it's so freaking fun. This year, I think it's going to be slightly different thanks to the pandemic. But one year, I aim to have a team and do that thing. So, do they make their own snow? Snowfall. Yes, they make their own snow. We don't have anything more than that for information there. But their snow surface is machine groomed. They got a 12 to 18-inch snow depth, base depth, right? They're, like I said, they're making their own snow and they're grooming it. So pretty awesome. And so 12 to 18, that's all you need. You know, these big numbers, 40 inches, 30 inches, like the bigger doesn't mean better. This is one of the rare cases. Open terrain. 4 of 26 trails are open and 2 of 3 lifts are open. So not a lot of fully operational things happening. They got almost all of their lifts open, but only 4 of their trails are open. And hey, it is what it is. And they're getting it done. And hopefully, if we can get some more snow in the near future, maybe later future cast, it'll get better. Next up, we got Shawnee. Shawnee Peak is a fan favorite as well. We got, for snowfall for them, they got 2 inches in the past 48 hours. And they also had 10 inches in the past 72 hours. Good for them. Aren't we jealous? Their snow surface is machine groomed, and they have a 15 to 25-inch snow depth, base depth. So that's pretty awesome. That's, yeah. Open terrain, they got 14 of 42 trails open and 4 of 6 lifts open. So they're not 50% either. None of these people are really, 50%. There's only a few. And but they get the job done. All one of these or get the job done. They're giant places. Just because it only says up here 4 of 26 trails doesn't mean that one of those 4 is only like 10 feet long. They're legit places to be at, people. So that does it. Yeah, that does it for Shawnee. And then we'll head over to Sunday River, Maine. So snowfall for them, 7 inches in the past 4 days. Woohoo! They're making their own snow, and their snow surface is machine groomed. They got a 14 to 24-inch snow depth, base depth. Yes! And then they're making their own snow. So their terrain, what does that look like? They got 58 of 135 trails are open. 13 of 18 lifts are open. 352 of 870 acres are open for business. Let's see. So, yeah, not quite. Their lifts are over 50% operational, but again, their acreage on their trails, not quite 50%. But I'm sure they're, if you know anything about Maine, there's a lot of areas that the snow is probably not going to reach unless we get some serious natural snow, which they're not getting. None of us are getting. But hey, it is what it is. But they're making their own snow to help us out. They're getting plenty of cold weather to continue making that snow, and they need you to go there so they can continue to do that. So if you have never been there, you totally should. And if you have been there, they'll be happy to have you back.
And there you have it for this week's Explore Report. We hope you take the advantage of this beautiful weather we're going to have and get outside and do something really amazing. If you do and you decide to post it on social media, maybe you'll tag us in it. We'd love to see what you're doing. Maybe we'll share it too on our side. And other than that, please like, subscribe, do the whole gambit, and we'll see you next week at the next Explore Report.